Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. My Instagram fam and my YouTube fam. I almost lost track of time because I was giving a reading. But then one of my clients messaged me that we are waiting. So I'm here. And if you guys want to join in from YouTube, you can go ahead. If you want to join in, that would be easier to join in from Instagram, then you can do that. So, third live of the year, I thought, why not? We do how will 2025 go for all zodiac sign basically. So, if you're here, then go ahead and since it's first come first, go ahead and mm, comment your zodiac sign and we can start from your zodiac sign. How will 2025 go for your sign specifically? So here it will be your sun sign that you have to comment for 2025. Whoever is here, comment, and then we'll begin from that. Um, all right. Hello, hello, hello. Great. So it is not a yeah. So it's you don't have to give me your birth date and everything. It's just general zodiac signs reading. If you're here, comment your zodiac sign. So we already have. Hi Shagun. Yes. I do less lives now, but I've been trying to do lives every um week. This week's topic is 2025, how it will go for your zodiac sign. So we already have few zodiac signs with us. The first one was Scorpio, then we'll go to Aquarius. Perfect. So let's do a reading for. I don't want to wear my glasses, but I'll have to wear to see it. Okay. Oh my god. Anyway, let's go. So, to how will 2025 go for Scorpions? Let's see. How will 2025 go for Scorpions, please? All right. So 2025 for Scorpion seems to be a year of hard work. You will be very, very focused in your lane, very motivated and inspired. No one can derail you, no gossips can entice you. You are going to be in your lane, head down on your doing your work, and you'll stay like that. You will be not in haste. You'd be like, that's okay if slow and steady wins the race. I'd follow that guideline. I will practice that. And you will be very trustworthy. People will trust you very easily. You will be very loyal as well. This is applicable in your relationships. So, your partner, if you have partners, if you have um, people with anxious attachment in your life, they'll be very calmed by you because of your presence, that you will show that you are there for them. um, and with that, I also feel like there is going to be some sort of emotional hurt that you're going to go through. Maybe that is why will become very, very, very focused. So here the emotional hurt, if there is, Scorpions, then I would request you to go through it. Pain just elongates life in a great way. It helps you to be in present moment. So make sure that you are living completely and feeling everything that needs to be there, that needs to be felt, and not suppressing anything. So make sure that you do that. um, Oh, we have a YouTube comment as well. Okay, great. Hi, Shambhavi. So make sure that if you're going, whenever you're going through your emotional hurt, you don't get so swayed in it that you start behaving from a victim mindset. You need to remind yourself that you are an empowered being, and no matter if a situation goes the way you didn't want it to go, you still have power to react or respond the way you want, and then take the wheel back of your life. With that, Scorpions, I also see that you'll be standing up for yourself a lot. You'll be basically voicing your opinions a lot. You just need to be careful not to be too defensive. No, I feel like you guys especially should study what are defense mechanism. Maybe I can make a YouTube video about it, and see which defense mechanism you go to when life gets hard or things get tough, because that will give you a bigger perspective on um, how you work in a way. So maybe that's a good idea. I will make a video on defense mechanism. With that, for Scorpions, I also see that a lot of people from past would be coming. Sometimes you'd feel as if people are ganging up on you. So if that's the case, just see from higher perspective, is it the truth, or are you assuming or projecting from a hurt or victim mindset in a way? So Scorpions, a lot is happening this year. You need to be very, very grounded, um, and keeping communication very, very clear. Otherwise it can cut things through, or it can heal things. So checking up with your mind before speaking, it's going to be very, very important. And build boundaries, put boundaries, do not put shields. Cool. Now let's move on to Aquarius. How will 2025 be for Aquarians? Also, Aquarians, happy birthday. It is your season. It is your season, right? No, it's Pisces. I'm sorry. Belated happy birthday, Aquarians. Um, all right, let's see. Aquarians. How will be 2025 for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius energy. Okay, Aquarians. So, first thing first, let's clear this out of the way because this card has come up. Aquarians, you guys need to play fair game. Okay, be extremely fair this year. Do not be partial to anything, anyone, any situation. Be balanced, and be careful. Be careful in terms of trusting, who you are trusting. Just being careful about that. um, with that, I also feel, do not try to win a battle from someone who has already lost. So the Hindi muhavra, or I don't know, saying that is coming in my mind is मरे हुए को नहीं मारना चाहिए, और मरे हुए को क्यों मारना है. Somewhere along that lines, that there's no point of winning a battle where they were already losing. There's no, I mean, that's not an ego boost that is required. So checking up with your ego, checking up with your identity, checking with yourself, who you are, and why are you conducting the way you are in a way. I think Aquarians, your life will get so busy and so fast that it might be somewhere along this year there's a possibility that you might lose, you know, yourself a bit, where you might not recognize yourself. So be very, very grounded. Reflections for you guys are so, so, so important this year. um, Make sure that you are journaling or even talking to a friend so that you be in touch with yourself. With that, Aquarians, I also see that you are also setting this seed up for a very long term career. It's going to be very stable, long term, with no obstacles career, maybe. Um, yeah, so you are, and you need to know that you're just in the beginning of your career or your finances. It's a very long journey and a strong journey. You are in a very innocent and optimistic mindset right now regarding your career, your finances. You need to learn quite a lot. One of the things is to find mentor, ask people to help you out, ask people's opinions only from the trusted ones. Okay. With that, Aquarians, I also see that you'll be very passionate this year and you'll be following a lot of long lost hobbies, or you might start a passion project, or you will receive an opportunity in the in the things that you really enjoy. um, you might get ideas to start something that you really enjoy as a business, so that is also there, and a lot of growth coming for you in terms of knowing yourself uh, and your interests. Maybe your interests would widen. Some of you might be people who gets bored easily and change their hobbies here and there very quickly, so you might start a new hobby as well. Now let's move on to, I believe, Sagittarius now. Um, Let me just wave at everyone. All right, let's move to Sagittarius. I didn't miss anyone, right? Let's do Sagittarius and then we'll come to Cancerians. How will 2025 go for Sagittarius people? All right, so Sagittarians, I see that in 2025 you have to lead, right? You have to step into a leadership role, an authority role. It can be in your career, it can also mean that in your relationships you have to take that initiative and step into that leadership, leading role. If single, then go and find people, take that initiative. If you're in a relationship, take initiatives more, um, for the things that you like, drive the relationship, lead the relationship. In career, like I said, a role you might get where you have to lead, where you have to train others directly or indirectly, um, also that you have that leading quality, you have that quality of a good boss, a good leader. You are someone who is unfazed if some random situation is thrown at you. Then Sagittarians, you are very creative to navigate. I don't know why, for some reason, Rahu is coming in my head. Maybe some of you are number fours who have joined, maybe the live right now, or your date of birth is number four, or like 3 plus 1, 4, 13, or 31, or 2, 2. That can be possible. Um, Going back to reading, I mean, this was also one for someone very specific. That is why number four popped up. When number four popped up and Rahu popped up, I think let's break it down as well. There's some reason why it popped up. in my intuition. And Rahu is illusion, Rahu is overthinking. So there's a possibility that you might be overthinking quite a lot this year, Sagittarians. There, it also mean that there will be illusions. So do not trust something that is already there. However, one good thing as well about Rahu is that it creates illusion. If someone comes in your vicinity, they would trust you immediately that, this person knows what they're doing. Maybe you don't know what you are doing, but they would think that you know. And with that, one of the good things also here is that with Rahu, you have hand or you have, I mean, you are good with technology, you are good with influencing, you are good with social media. So something related to social media, leadership, these kind of roles, Sagittarians, I see you going for it. And being a Sagittarian sun sign, you are people's person, even though you are introverted, but you will do good with people, people will like you. So make sure that you go along with it and something would come fruitful out of it. With that, the next card tells me that whatever you have sown, you are going to reap, and you are going to reap everything. Karma would play a very big role this year, and it would be very efficient. It would be very quick. It can be that today you did something really good, and tomorrow something really good happens to you. Today you did something bad, and then tomorrow you suffer in a way, that sort of situation. I see a lot of reds in all three cards, so you will be very, very passionate, and you would want. I'm getting that um when you are in your college, I mean, when I was in college, you're in your bachelor's, you're like full of life, you've just graduated from school, you want to change the world, you want to do things. It's that kind of energy in 2025. You want to change things, you want to innovate, and you want to, you're in this youthful, optimistic, change the world energy. So you are going to stand up for a lot of things. I'm also getting very activist vibe. Maybe some of you guys would be very vocal about some sort of, maybe in protest, something. Maybe basically you'll be fighting fair and fighting for what you believe is good, what you believe is right. Without the last card for Sagittarians in 2025, I see that you'll be in a very nostalgic energy. You'll be missing something from past. It can be a person, it can be a situation, it can be a community, it can be a hometown. Whatever it is, it feels like something from the past you might be missing. Maybe some of you would actually visit your hometown or your ancestral land, um, and go there. I'm getting this mitti ke ghar wali feeling, when you enter mitti ka ghar and there's that scent of nostalgia of your nani dadi house, that sort of energy I'm getting. So maybe some of you would be visiting this year, or something significant is happening with that ancestral land and like the town, people. Maybe some of you can be doing Pitradosh. I think it's a Hindu ritual to connect with your ancestors somewhere. I'm not too sure, but it has popped up in my head as an intuition, so I have to say it out. Some of you might be doing ritualistic practices to connect with their ancestors in other ways. So that's what I'm seeing for Sagittarians. Let's move on to Cancerians. People have been waiting for that on my YouTube here. Till then, whoever has joined me on Instagram and on YouTube, um, you can comment your sun sign and we will see how your year is going to go. And let me go and do for Cancerians now. All right. How will 2025 go for Cancerians? All right, Cancerians. So I see that. In 2025, you have to, it's similar to Sagittarians in a way, but it's a different card that had popped up. And energy is similar. It is about being active. Being active in your life can be fitness, can be taking initiatives, can be leading, can be taking that wheel back of your life and navigating it through, choosing where you want your life to go, knowing that you have the free choice. So Cancerians, this year, this is sorry, it's the message. It's a very sweet message. Cancerians are notorious for them being sensitive, for them being emotional. And maybe you have heard it that, stop being so emotional or sensitive. And you are always in a fight that sensitivity and being emotional makes me human. And that is why I'm a healer. I'm, healer in any sorts of way. Now, here, however, from the card, it is telling me that sensitivity is amazing and being emotional is amazing. But anything too much is of not good, of no good. So for you guys, emotional regulation to lead your life, to be active, to actively take decisions, strongly take decisions, putting your opinions out there is very important. You need to equip yourselves with tools and skills to hold your core when things around you are not going your way, or you feel like it's not going your way. It's a shift of perspective that has to be done, and that can be done, one, by knowing yourself, that is by reflections and introspections. Second, by awareness, how to, after knowing yourself, and you become aware, and then you have, um, then you have this skills that you can learn, skills that you can search in order to equip yourself. So these two would help you, and then it's grounding techniques as well that will help you. So make sure that nothing happens in the spur of moment. You are anchored, you are grounded to make decisions wisely. And when I said it was 23:11 on the live on YouTube, and 11:11, which is basically, it's a beautiful sign. You are getting very close to yourself, close to understanding yourself a little bit more this year. And with that, I would definitely ask you to pat your back. From the next card, Cancerians, I see that there are going to be inevitable changes this year, right? Because this card has popped up. Something that you don't have control. That is why making stronger relationship with yourself is very, very important this year. Okay? So that any changes externally happens, internally you are very, very rooted. But that I see a lot of you will take a leap of faith. Only thing I would recommend is taking that calculated risk, trusting your gut, knowing the difference between intuition and fear. You are going to be very optimistic in a very childlike, innocent quality, and you would want to take that leap of faith. Just take informed decision. Just take calculated risk. Listen to your intuition, and then, of course, take that leap of faith. All right. I see there's an equal balance of playful energy with a very mature approach to life. Here I'm using the term mature very gently. I know that it's a very strong word. So, know thyself. Okay, Cancerians. So, like I said, I'm doing readings for sun signs. Comment your sun signs, and I'll do reading. Okay, amazing. I have two more sun signs. Leap of faith is not calculated. It's guide based, going against your normal boundaries. That's amazing. I would love to hear the opinions about it. Other people who has joined. Till then, let me shuffle for Gemini because Instagram people are also waiting. Um, Geminis. Let's see how will 2025 be. All right. So, Geminis, I see that you have been wanting to travel. So, that would be one of the things in your mind that you want to do. All right. You would be confused to either stay comfortable or step out of your comfort zone. So, I see that confusion with this card. Um, for this, I feel like some help would be provided. All right, some help would be coming to you to make this decision, but there's a possibility that you are in your stubborn energy. So you will, when the situation only comes, you need to be a bit open, um, and trust your gut to um, see the whole perspective and then make decision to either choose that help or not. um, with that, the next card it shows me, Geminis, that you have a lot of, you have everything that you need to succeed, to achieve your goals within. And this year, the more you look inside, the more at ease you will be, because you're going to be guided internally throughout. And for that, you don't have to go in a cave, or you don't have to go to a mountain. You can just sit with your feelings, you can just be present and reflect and remind yourself of what has had happened in the past, what had happened in the past, how you have come to being till now, right? So that would really help you with that. Geminis, I also feel that this year is about connecting again. Interesting. This year is also about connecting with your inner child, about things that actually brings that joy, that fun, and that motivation that guides you through. So that would really really help you be aligned and make right choices, right decisions this year. And ultimately this year is going to be very happy. It's very summary for you, like from March onwards, because now we are entered the March energy. It's going to be fun filled only if you connect with your inner child and your inner wisdom. So that was for Geminis. Let's go for Capricorn from Instagram. So people who are joining on Instagram, I'm doing this live which is titled um, How Will Your 2025 Go? But this is for all zodiac sign. So comment your zodiac sign. This is not a personal reading. So for that, contact me on Instagram, DM me. I'm just shuffling cards for zodiac signs. So let's first do Capricorns now, and then we will move on to Virgos. All right. So let's do Capricorns. How will your 2025 go? Will go. Oh, very beautifully these three cards popped up. Okay, so for Capricorns, I feel like that you guys will be in a nostalgic energy for you as well. Um, I see that you would want to go back again to your ancestral land. To some of you, yes, farming, agriculture, that is also what I'm seeing. I also see that you want to do something for your community. Hello. Something that you want to do for your community, for your people. And I also feel that a lot of praises and support coming from your land, from your people, acknowledging that you're doing quite a lot for them. So this can be, actually going and doing in your land or in your ancestral house, or it can mean connecting with your ancestors spiritually, or if you have your grandparents is at home, then contacting them and talking to them or calling them, that would also help you out to connect with your root. um, I also see that you would be seen as someone who's very knowledgeable, someone who's very inspiring. In a You would be respected like a teacher. You would be teaching directly or indirectly a lot of to a lot of people. People would grow with you. You'll be imparting a lot of knowledge and skills, and people would be. It's like, interestingly, it's like both living and dead would be with you, helping your purpose, because some of you guys, your purpose is quite a lot. It's quite big purpose, and this year you are doing something about it. So a lot of you are getting that support. With that, I also see there is some sort of confusion, and this confusion is going to be helped, Capricorns, if you are not just doing things rationally and logistically and strategically to how it has been done in the society, but also doing, also not ignoring your emotions, not ignoring your um, I don't know why shadow self is coming in my head right now, but things that are hidden, things that have been suppressed, you cannot uh, ignore it and choose a specific side. You have to integrate all sides of yours to make that decision, whatever that decision is that you are confused about. Also, intuition for you, Capricorns. Um, be you need to know that your intuition is quite strong. You cannot ignore it. All right. So now let's move on to Virgos, and then we move on to Aries. I want to know what all signs that I've done. So let's just recap. We did Capricorn, we did Sagittarius, we did Aquarius, we did Cancerians, we did Geminis, we did Scorpions. Now we are going to move on to Virgos. Let's see how. Oh, the cards are falling already. Virgos are too powerful here right now. Um, Let's see, Virgos. All right, so let's see, Virgos. How will your 2025 will go? Okay, 2025 Virgos. All right, Virgos. So it seems like it's going to be an interesting year. Out of three cards, two cards that have popped up talks about dreams coming true. So let's talk about the first card first. So the first card tells me that you have been grinding a lot, you have been working hard, you have been focused, you have been uncomfortable, and this year you are going to reap the rewards of the seeds that you have grown, the work you have done. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that you will be recognized, you will be given awards, you will be given um, it's like you will be given that appraises that you wanted. You'll finally would be getting that. Hence your dream is getting true, something that you were quite passionate about. But then I also see that Virgos, that you are going to be again wanting to step out of your comfort zone or not. You will be in a confusion, in doubt there. Okay. So that also I'm feeling that you will be getting a bit confused. But this confusion is good because you want to be in a growth mindset. You want to grow. You want to learn a lot of things. You want to push your boundaries. That is why that confusion is there. I also see that you will be quite vulnerable with yourself and hence would be aligning right opportunities, right goals, um, right paths for you in order to actually become one with yourself. And you'll find that balance between all sides of yours, and you'll meet yourself in between and in the middle, and that would help you to get the desired manifestation that you have been manifesting. So Virgos, it seems to be a beautiful, beautiful year. Keep doing what you're doing, be vulnerable with yourself, help yourself align. Now let's move on to Aries and see how your energy would be this year. How will this year be for you? All right, Aries, how will be 2025 for you? Aries, how will 2025 will be for you? Okay, so Aries, I feel like it's going to be a challenging one, but don't be disheartened because sometimes it's good to be warned in a way, right? It's good to know that this can happen so you can be prepared. So for Aries, it feels like things that have weak foundations would be tested, would be falling apart so that you can put a stronger foundation, a stronger, healthier seed for it to fruit good, to fruit sweet, right? So universe will be testing the foundations, and if there has been weak foundation, it will be it will have to be reborn. Okay. um when this card comes, when this happens, Usually it's not a great feeling to have, it feels difficult, but when you look at the situation back, you realize that it happened for the best, right? So it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. Now the next thing that has popped up is, Aries, you need to check on with codependency. If you have a dependency on something, you need to be aware of it, because awareness is one way to go about. Now when I talk about dependency, it can be anything. It can be a behavior, it can be an emotion, it can be a trait, it can be a person, it can be a situation, it can be a company. So be very mindful. For some of you, do check whatever wherever you are signing, be mindful of it. And some for some of you, um, if you have not signed anything, if you can see and locate and be aware of things that you might be dependent on, then make sure to do something about it. Aries, I also say that you, um, people who are going to watch this, it feels like you guys are someone who, it gets very difficult to ask for help. You don't ask for help that easily. But I would encourage you this year, if you feel like you need help for something, ask for it, because help is there. And if the role was reversed, and if your best friend wanted that help, you would be up for it, and you will, you know, I'm just laughing at the Instagram chats, comments. Maybe yes. Like I was saying, take the help when you have it. And one of the major things, Aries, that I'm feeling is the lack mindset. Somewhere something has happened in your life, or something is happening in your life where you are in that lack mindset. It has to be shifted. You need to make yourself empowered again, remind yourself of your past achievements, remind yourself of your impact in the world, right? Um, that would really help you out with your lack. Cool. All right. So now let's see who's next. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I don't know what this person is saying. I don't know what you're saying, sir. I cannot understand at all. Let's move on to the last four of the zodiac signs that we have missed. Let's move on to Taurus and see how 2025 will go for Taurus. Let's see, 2025 Taurus. Okay, so you guys, I feel that again, are going to balance your masculine and feminine side this year. You are going to hold a mirror in front of you, reflect on a lot of things, and be very um, grounded and harmonious with yourself, because you are going to be very vulnerable with yourself, right? That will help you align with your manifestation. So this year is going to be really great in terms of fulfilling a lot of your dreams, a lot of check on your checkbox is I'm seeing. With that, again, I feel like there will be confusion. You want to travel the world. I think some of you would choose to travel the world because of the other card I'm seeing. Reminding yourself that you have infinite potential within you, and you'll be understanding it deeply this year. Some of you would be going abroad for higher studies or for work purpose. Um, I feel like you guys have been working slowly but steadily, and you have been planning and organizing, because you have been planning for long term. You guys have stopped taking instant gratification, or searching for instant gratification, you have realized that slow and steady wins the race, and you are okay now to trust it, and you're okay to live that kind of life where you get the fruits of your labor in abundance later, and you're okay to work hard this time. So that's what I'm seeing for Taurus. It's going to be a great year. You just have to be open and open to learning, is what I'm seeing. Now let's move on to Leos. How will 2025 go for you? Let's see. Leo 2025. Okay, so Leos, I see from the first card that take care of your mental health this year, because overthinking would just make you numb. But I also feel like if you will practice overthinking, it will reach numbness, but after numbness, the hope will come. So I don't know when you're watching this in what state of overthinking you are, but know that hope is there. You'll feel that you have reborn after overthinking so much. It's like you died multiple times in your head, but in real life you will feel rejuvenated. I'm not encouraging overthinking though. All I would say for Leos is start grounding practices for you guys. Spending an hour every day for self-care is just going to help you out in abundance. With that, the next card, from the next card, I'm seeing that you will be actually in emotionally, you'll be in very much in touch, right? So you'll be very balanced emotionally. You would know your emotions very well. And I also feel like your intuition would be very, very heightened. Your gut would be very strong this year. And I also feel like some of you Leos would be healers or would be in a healing practices this year. So something that you do regarding that would really benefit you and would be basically very aligned to you. So ultimately would bring that abundance if you go with that way, if you go with that stream. With that, I also feel like that Leos are going to be, since overthinking had happened, and Leo specifically would be putting the boundaries informed, after being informed, after have been lived through experiences, or overthinking has helped them to see so many perspectives that they are ready, and they're already putting that boundaries that we have lived that situation in our head. We don't want to face that in reality, so we are already putting this measure outside. However, funny enough, I'm not seeing this as a defense mechanism. It is actually calculated. Somewhere overthinking helped here, or will be helping here. So you'll be drawing a lot of good boundaries. Some people from past would be coming again in your life, but this time you'd be again putting that boundaries up there, right there on their faces. It's a very transformative energy here. You are turning into the butterfly. It might not seem like, but everyone can see it. It might not, because you're going through that, so it might not feel like that you have turned into a butterfly, but people around you would know it. They would see it, and maybe some of you would come and compliment you who would dare, in a way, right? Uh, because your presence is quite strong, you might intimidate a lot of people this year. But I think I might have used a wrong word. I feel like it's inspired, but also intimidating. It's like someone who is very assertive. So you in from far, you're like, I see what you did there, and I like that. But I'm a little bit scared that if I come and compliment you, I don't know how you'll react. So it's like that in a way. I'm not saying that you'll be rude, but there is some sort of intimidating feeling that people would have. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Leos. Let's move on to Librans. Um, how will 2025 go for Librans? All right. So let's get this thing out of the way first. So this card tells me that do not self sabotage this year. Do not stand in your own way. Do not say no too quickly. Say yes more often this year. See what happens. Um, know that you always have choice. You always have control to direct your life where you want it to go, right? Do not be in a victim mindset. Feel it through, think through, journal all the emotions, but do not get stuck into that kind of a feeling. With that, Librans, I also feel that you are just in the beginning of a very long career, finances, financial journey. I don't see any obstacle. I feel like you are ready. You are already equipped with things that you need to. Maybe some of you have been thinking, am I good enough? Am I, um, do I have enough academic qualification for it? Do I have enough experience for it? But if you really see around the world, some people don't have degree, but they are great entrepreneurs, right? Anything can happen. You need to know that. You have that magic, you have that strength. Your experiences are valid and it's important, and it has taught you multiple things that can be used in the career path or financial path that you are choosing to go towards. With that, I see that you will be in a leadership role, um, or you should definitely step into that role because you are a great leader, someone who is experienced, someone who's very intuitive, and someone who's optimistic, someone who is genuinely happy go lucky. Like the deep core of you is very, very happy soul and always finds positive. It's okay. I'm getting that song, Pocket Full of Sunshine. I think Natalia is the singer, but it's that energy. Like people, when you walk into the room, you glow. You literally, you know, are magnificent, magnetic in a room. So you have that energy. You have that energy to influence, inspire, lead. So use that energy to align your goals, but do not forget who you are because this is who you are. You're not a victim. All right. Now let's move on to last zodiac sign for the night, Pisces. How will 2025? Okay, all the cards will be for you. And a very happy birthday, Pisceans. Let's see, how will 2025? All right, Pisceans, I see that there is some confusion that you guys are doing. I also feel like it's going to be a very busy year. You will be multitasking, juggling a lot of roles and responsibilities. Um, and some of you might be traveling would also help you out, or I also see that some of you may be traveling but whilst traveling you are working or you will have to work. So you guys need to start planning your calendars. Organize, structure, because it's going to be very busy. Busy as a bee is coming to mind. Um, Also, when you're busy, do not forget to check in with yourself. Do not forget your emotions. Do not forget that you're a human and not a robot. That's very, very important for you, Pisceans. With that, I also feel like you'll always be on your toes. The movement is going to be very, very important and would naturally come to you this year. You would be looked upon as someone who's a charmer. So maybe not everyone would trust you, but a lot of you would be swept. A lot of people would be swept by you. Um, if in love, it feels like attracting a lot of people, um, but don't get cocky in a way. Um, be very true to yourself. What you want, what is your goal in the relationship sector. But that overthinking also is there for you, Pisceans, this year. So grounding yourself, like I said, structure, because so many things are happening at the same time. A lot of overthinking can come if you're not grounded. So Pisceans, but if overthinking happens, it will also pass away and hope will come. So in whatever state you are in, that hope is going to come back. So keep on keeping on. Sometimes going forward is by going through. So go through it, but know that hope is there. Know that the dark clouds would pass. So that's it for today. How what did I try to say? That is it for today, and it was quite interesting, quite engaging session. I enjoyed it, and I will let this video be out there for people to watch it later. And join me in the next live happening next Thursday. Every Thursdays, we'll have different themes. Um, Send me a DM or comment on live. Um, what next theme you'd like, what topic you want to be covered in the live through tarot. And until next time, take care. Bye bye.